Feeling real good. Feeling good.
Grace.
Roll sound. And it's rolling on the river.
Everything's rolling. All right, Lez Lips Podcast, episode number 2, scene 1, take 1.
Welcome to Lez Lips Podcast. It's your girl P, aka Studs Don't Cheat.
I am Sheena, also known as Shishi.
And I'm Brittany, also known as Britt.
All right, so when we left off, we all three voted, right?
Yes.
The 3 topics we voted on to kick this episode off is you had toxic breakups.
Yes.
Brittany had online dating. And I had cheating / fuckboy behavior, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
We voted and for 2 for 1, we had toxic behaviors. Or no,
Breakups.
toxic breakups, right?
Yes.
To go ahead and start off this episode. And I'm pretty sure we all got some good old stories to tell about a good toxic breakup, right? But before we kick in to that, let's go ahead. Let's do our shot to kick off the episode.
Let's do it.
Bing. Ugh.
How much you had in there?
That took a long time.
I poured a big one this time. Agua.
Okay, so toxic breakups. Now, I'm pretty sure we've all experienced 1, 2, or too many of them. So from your experience as far as like toxic breakups, like how was that? How did y'all navigate all of that? If y'all want to share a story, share a story. Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
You got something ready to go.
Yeah.
I do.
What?
Come on, Big
Okay,
Red.
so I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna try to make it short.
Yeah,
but,
give us a short version.
Okay, so I went to jail this one time after a toxic breakup.
Clink, clink.
Damn.
Went to jail.
Booking number.
Yeah, the whole situation, me and her, it was toxic from the beginning. Like, the way we met was very toxic.
How'd y'all
the way
meet?
we kept, anyways.
No.
Who's
Come on, give us the juice, man. Come on.
Well, one of my exes introduced me to her,
Oh.
right?
Messy.
So that's that
Messy
way.
boo.
And the ex that introduced us, still wanted a piece of this cake.
Oh. Cake,
So,
cake,
yeah, there's
cake,
that with that.
cake. Yeah, okay.
But yeah, the one day that I did go to jail, she was just
The one day I went
that
to jail.
bitch was toxic as fuck. I'll just put it out there. She was psycho. She had mommy issues, daddy issues, grandma issues, family issues, period. But yeah, I was trying to diffuse the situation, and she just kept following me and kept poking the bear.
Right.
So the bear
Came
got
out.
active.
What you do? You DV?
Yeah, what part you?
Was
made you
this-
go to
was
jail?
it-
What'd you do?
What'd you
popped
do?
her?
I popped her, and I popped her good. Like, we were actually brawling like niggas.
No, you good, honey. You
Anyways.
good.
But y'all heard what I said. We was brawling. And yeah, I don't know. We broke up for something really stupid. I mean, I was honestly being toxic in that situation too because I was still talking to an ex. Still had a little love triangle going on. Yeah. So
Films ain't shit. I'm telling you right now.
Films ain't shit,
But
and
go ahead.
studs
Go
not
ahead.
shit
Go
either.
ahead. Go ahead. No, we ain't getting off
Correct.
topic. Come on. Let's keep
Go
going.
ahead, she.
I done had a lot of breakups, and a lot of them turned real sour. I had one that wasn't even a breakup. Like, you broke up with me, allowed me to go see other people, told me you were going to fight for my love, and got mad because I wouldn't tell the other person that I loved you on the phone so they could hear it, so you can hear me tell them. So when I came home, you were throwing my clothes in the lake.
Oh.
In the lake?
Yeah, like our apartment surrounded a lake. When I came home, my clothing that I paid for were being thrown into the lake.
I'll tell you this right now. I swear, if female touch my clothes, any of my personal belongings, I'm going to jail.
It didn't make it in the water,
Yeah.
but she tried. She tried to throw my clothing
work.
into a lake. Like, one thing I've noticed about breakups is that you can tell a person why you breaking up with them and they don't believe your reason.
Yeah.
It's every other reason but them.
Yep.
It's another bitch. It's another nigga.
Yeah.
It's anybody but them.
Yeah.
In the situation. Yeah.
Okay, so I can say my most toxic breakup, outside of the breakup where I got cheated on, the most toxic one I had was probably my last relationship. So it was her birthday. So what happened was she had a breakdown, and she was like, I need to go back home to take care of myself, and I'm all for it. Like, mental health, for sure, I'm all for it. You taking care of yourself. So she go home, and when she went home, for me, it was like the distance allowed me to like realize this may not be what it is that I want. So I started reaching out and things like that, and I started focusing more on me. Her birthday was around December. This is why I don't fuck with Sagittarius no more.
That's your own personal issue.
No, it ain't my issue. Y'all
Just has
motherfuckers
nothing
are
to do
selfish
with it. It
and
has
delusional.
nothing to do with it.
But anyways,
Y'all trash.
Not
yeah,
delusional,
trash as fuck.
not
Very
selfish.
trash.
But anyways, this is the thing.
Scented garbage bag.
This is the thing. So she had told me she was going to Jamaica with someone, and I didn't know them. I knew of them, but I didn't know them. I was like, hey, can one of your homegirls go? But she said, no, nobody can go and take off in time, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's weird because your homegirls typically can pick up and go whenever. And she was like, I was like, you can't ask them because I'm concerned for your safety. Like, you know this person, but I don't know them. And she was like, no, they can't take it. And she was like, you act like I don't deserve things. I said, whoa. I didn't say you didn't deserve anything. I was just asking you if you can hit up one of your friends and see if they can go with you. And, she just tried to flip in and manipulate the situation. I wasn't having it. All I said was, enjoy. We didn't talk for like 8 days, and then she's going to hit me up talking about, are you mad at me? I said, no, I'm not mad. I said, I'm disappointed. And she goes, oh, don't worry about it. She said, I'll be back to get my stuff. I said, okay. But that wasn't even the last thing, because she came back here, and she came in, and I came home, and she was like, hey. I was like, what's up? She was like, you're not gonna talk to me? I said, no, like, I ain't got nothing to say. And we almost came to blows, for real. It literally took so much in my mental to just be like, one, she's not worth it. Two, you have so much on the line that you can't lose just from somebody who don't know who they are and who needs severe help. Yeah. And so it was just like, it was just a horrible experience. And she's a narcissist. And I'm saying she is a narcissist because I don't know who she is now, and I really don't care to know who she is now. To me, she will always be a narcissist. And that relationship was very much a traumatic experience for me.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. Breakups suck.
They do. And it's like, why can't people just split and it be healthy?
Correct. Why can't we just be like, okay, this isn't working out. We tried. Let's be mature about this. Let's just move on with our lives, and it'd be good. But no, because we're females, we're emotional beings. We react irrationally.
For me, it's just like, let's not drag this on. Like, I understand your feelings, and your feelings are valid, but they're not my responsibility. Let's not drag this on. Let's just split and go our separate ways. Like, even with when I was married, and when I first met y'all, my ex-wife was there. Sheena came in and saved the fucking day. Like, why are you steady trying to talk to me? I've told you I don't want anything to do with you. It's not because I don't like you or I'm angry with you. You served your purpose. Move on. It's been 5 years, and you're still attempting to reach me and have some type of relationship, and I don't want one.
Aww.
I don't want one. And then I told her, I said, when we separated, I saw who you actually were. And, her excuse was, I just wanted you to talk to me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, did you think doing the things that you were doing to get a rise out of me was going to make me want to talk to you?
Right. Yep.
It's not necessary, even to the point where information got back to my student when I was teaching high school that I was married, and I'm like, who? I'm like, no, I've never been married. She's like, oh, because somebody's saying they used to be married to you, and they talked to my sister, and I'm telling her, I'm like, why are you running back some information? Like, why are you talking about me to people?
Yeah.
And I just feel like it was so unprofessional in my workspace, and my student coming to ask me some stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when I told her, I was like, look, please stop talking about me to people. Like, just stop. She wanted to be petty and send mail all the way back home to Kentucky. Like, what was the point of that? What was the point of that? But you want to be cool with me, but you doing some petty stuff like that. Like, none of that is necessary.
I be wondering, like, what crossed people's minds? Like, what thought process do you have to do the petty, immature things you do to get somebody's attention?
The breaking your windows, the slashing your tires, the...
Bruh. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't been doing none of that.
I thought about slashing some tires, bro, and it was because some shit was done to me.
Yeah.
When I got cheated on, so I realized that I have some crazy in me on the real.
You realized that
I realized it at that moment, and it took my friends to talk me off the ledge for like 2 hours because I was ready to go to jail. I was ready to go to jail.
Not be Lord.
Girl.
The right person to bring it out of you, because I know
the right person.
I definitely thought I was, Mike Tyson a couple times.
I'm telling you.
And like
definitely
the right
thought I
person
was
will
Mike
bring
Tyson.
it out.
Definitely want
that
to
day
pop
I
a
did
couple
not
bitches,
think
and
that
that's
I
not
was
even my
gonna-
character.
I didn't think I was gonna fight that day. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I woke up and everything was good, and then the bitch just clicked. What's wrong with you?
It just don't be making no sense. Like, why can't, as women, we just can't go our separate ways. Like, I hear so many stories from films about how things ended with people in their life, and it always ends in a situation where somebody's putting their hands on somebody else. And I'm like, it should never get there.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? As adults, as grown-ass adults, it should just never get to that situation. And then that leads into the toxic exes. It's like toxic breakups always happen to them with that motherfucker that's always toxic.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, why?
Yeah.
Why? And as women, we want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and we want to disregard like the red flags and shit. And it's just like, we can't
Ignoring red flags. Ooh.
Because we're such emotional beings, and we can't disregard the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, going to therapy really has helped me realize my boundaries and what I'm not tolerating. And, people be like, P, you harsh. And I'm like, that's not my responsibility to take care of your feelings. All I can do is take care of me and stay firm on my boundaries. Yeah. But let's talk about some experiences with toxic exes. Let's share.
I had an ex who wouldn't let me break up with her.
What?
Yeah, we were fully broken up, lived in separate households, but she didn't care. She would call me, ask to come over, did not care that in my mind we broke up, because in hers, we were still together. I would threaten to call the police on her. She said I was worth going to jail for.
Oh.
Yeah. Did not care that I didn't want to be in a relationship.
Got some bomb ass.
Yeah, it is. You remember?
Oh. Y'all, listen. Brittany and Sheena used to date.
Yep. We did.
How long ago did y'all used to date?
Last week.
Oh, wait, for real?
No, bitch. It's been years.
It's been some years.
It's been years.
Why'd y'all break up?
I mean, we were never like a couple. We were just dating, and our emotional maturities are on different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was emotionally more mature?
Me, duh.
So what was up, sir?
I don't know. I don't even remember.
Now she don't remember.
No.
Now she don't remember.
No.
I don't.
Y'all, Brittany's a
Brittany
fucking...
is a true sass.
Yes.
Meaning she is selfish.
Bratty.
And
Sensitive.
one person does not satisfy her.
She's sensitive as fuck.
And I'm the type of person, I'm not going to be competing.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Let's run
I'm
it
definitely
back.
not going to compete with people who don't exist.
Who don't exist? What we hollering about?
No, because when me and her dated,
Who we hollering about?
When me and her dated.
Shut up.
No.
When me and her dated.
Go there.
We can't go there.
We
Don't
can't.
go there.
I'm keeping it cute. Let's not go there.
No, let's-
When me and her dated, she had a girlfriend from online who lived somewhere else that she never met. And she was like, I'm conflicted. I don't know. Well, bitch, choose her. Okay? And that's where I left her at.
So,
and yeah.
So you've been this way this whole time?
Been what way?
Delulu.
I've never been delusional.
She's been a lingerer for a long
A
time.
lingerer.
What makes me delusional? Can we talk about that?
Not today.
Yeah, not today. Another day.
No, y'all don't want to
No
talk about
day but today.
But yes.
it. Fuck both of y'all.
But yeah.
Hey,
Toxic exes.
Was that your most toxic one?
Absolutely.
No, Little murder. Little murder.
That wasn't a toxic
That
ex.
wasn't toxic.
She
at
just
all.
threatened your life.
Yeah, because
That bitch
she
ain't-
had a lot to lose.
That bitch ain't threatened my life.
She just made a statement.
She's just a scary ass punk whore.
Whoa.
But no, my most toxic situation was when I was very younger. Well, much younger. I was like 20, 21. And I was dating this bull dagger.
She's a bull dagger too.
Because-
hey, if you 40 and up, you considered a bull dagger.
I'm 39 and a half.
It's your 40.
I'm 39 and a
She
half.
40 as fuck.
40 as fuck.
She a bull dagger. She was born in 1980.
Fuck y'all young ass dykes.
But yeah, she was very dominant, like very, very dominant.
Like-
she had a problem with putting her hands on me.
Uh-huh.
I went through like all that shit.
Damn.
That shit was toxic. She would not let me leave. I was with her for like 4 years,
Damn.
almost 5.
Yikes. Just
That's-
as bad as me. I
yeah,
had an ex
that-
that made me
I was
sleep on
in
the
it.
couch.
I was in.
That's some
I was in it
that's
deep.
Scary.
Yeah.
It was very scary. Like I thought sometimes that she would kill me. Like she would put her hands on me just for nothing. You feel me?
See, never got beat up. I was just emotionally manipulated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anybody physically. I was always the violent one.
I was physically assaulted.
I can say I never put my hands on a woman ever in life. I do not.
You hit us all the time.
That's bullshit.
Girl, knock
Please
our
do
head.
not. Please. Go to hell, the both of y'all.
Who is the please
The hell? I have never put my hands on these bitches ever in my life.
You have?
These
it?
bitches. Whoa.
No, I have not.
We're your
Whoa.
friends. You call us these bitches.
Right.
That's insane.
Y'all call. Hey, they call me
Verbal
10
abuse.
times worse.
Do we?
Yes. You probably don't. You probably say the regular, but this one right here goes in. Now my
Go ahead, P.
yeah.
My bad.
Now my okay, so y'all know I used to date men before I came out.
Did So you're bi.
No, bitch.
That's
Yes.
No.
You're a
You like the
bi-stud.
penis.
No, I'm
I
not-
knew it.
There
Yes.
is no such thing. Can
You're
we
a
please?
bi-stud.
There's no such thing as a bisexual stud.
Yes, it is.
there
No, it's
is.
not, because stud is tied to black lesbians.
Stud is tied to black, masculine,
No,
presenting
lesbians.
women.
Lesbians.
Who is a lesbian?
No, lesbians.
But might take dingling from
no,
time
ma'am.
to time.
No, ma'am. What we're not going to do is
Exactly.
change the terminology. Some
We're not
shit.
changing anything.
You're just a
That's just what
bisexual
it
woman at
is.
that point. Bullshit.
Who's like a stud?
No, looks like it, but you ain't one if you fucking with boys at the same time.
Okay, go ahead, girl.
Anyways,
Please.
so I
I'm
did.
getting real mad.
Angry.
Look at her.
Oh, you lucky.
We're on-
Anyways,
This is live.
anyway, so I dated a guy for 4 years when I was in college. I could say with men that was my most toxic relationship, and I feel like because he tried to turn me into something that I was not. He was very spiritual, so he was a Christian. He cared a lot about what his mom thought. As far as dating me, his mom thought that I was a bad influence on him because I didn't go to church. And it's like, ma'am, your son was drinking, smoking weed, and fucking way before he came across me. I did not turn that boy out. And it was just so bad that it was just always up and down. Like even the little things, it was just up and down. I remember like he threw shit across my room, and I'm just like, what was this for? Like, why did you do this? Like it was just so bad, and I did not know why I stayed with him until after we had split. I knew he would have been a great husband and a great father, but I did not love him. I did not love him. I loved who I knew he would be.
Yeah.
If we ended up getting married, but I did not love him, which is why I never stayed faithful ever with dudes, not just him.
I'm sorry. Just want to go back.
So
You
split.
said college, right? That was about 5 years ago. So that makes you bi.
No, it wasn't 5 years ago. I graduated in 2012, which is when I dated him from 2008 to 2012.
So it's
Thank
12
you.
years ago.
Thank you.
You're still bisexual.
No, I'm not, you funky ass wench.
Ooh. That's nasty work.
Very nasty.
Cool.
Whatever.
But yeah.
But
all my exes are toxic.
But I just think we need to really pay more attention to the red flags when it comes to dating women.
Yes.
For the
that's
one,
correct.
like we always talk about on social media, like, oh, studs be broke and homeless and this, but femmes do too. Femmes really be broke and fucking homeless, and they be looking for security. African princess. I ain't saying she's toxic, but her behavior, her mindset was very toxic for me in the sense that she wanted me to give, she wanted me to spend, but she couldn't meet my needs or wants. And so when I would bring it up, she would try to manipulate the situation. So I said, well, I guess I don't make you happy. That's not what I said. I ain't said that. I said you're not making time for you and I. There's no quality time. I can't get to know you when you out in the streets with your friends every weekend. Do I care that you out having fun? No. But make the time for us to connect, because we're already at a distance and we work throughout the week. It's not only just behavior, it be mindsets too that be very toxic.
Absolutely.
It be mindsets that's very toxic, and it's just like, when are people going to realize that maybe they need therapy? Maybe, like, when did people gonna realize, like, look, you know, my life ain't the way it is as far as my love life and how I'm being treated and what I'm attracting. Maybe it's me. Because
Right.
you are what you attract.
Correct.
You are what you attract. And then you also, after that, are responsible for what you allow into your space and your energy and get to know you.
Correct.
So you saying talk about me?
No!
Oh, God.
We're not talking about you, but on the other hand, I love Brittany to death. I love Brittany to death. And we literally just had a conversation outside of Sheena's event on, Friday. And I told her, because she's talking about, I'm in love with Omaha. And if you don't know, we give each other's, like, yeahs nicknames. And we call her Omaha in Oklahoma. We interchange it. And Omaha has talked disrespectful to Brittany time and time again. And I told Brittany, and Brittany's talking about, I love this girl. No, you don't love this girl. And she was like, how you gonna tell me? This is why I don't tell you anything. I said, I'm your friend. I'm not gonna tell you what you want to hear. I'm gonna tell you what you need to hear. And when it comes to Oklahoma, this girl does not love you. She does not care about you, because she would respect you in the way that she speaks to you and the way that she treats you. And if you want love, it starts with you, about how you treat yourself. Sheena gonna say, look, I ain't saying nothing because I was gonna say the same thing, and I already know how you are. But like,
I'm tired of getting cussed out by her. Some people shut up.
but I want Brittany to have the best of the best, because I know Brittany deserves more and she wants more. But I'm here to remind Brittany that I'm here to tell Brittany that in order to get more, you have to treat yourself like you deserve more. Right, Brett?
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Okay. But but we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be right back at y'all. Welcome back to Lez Lips Podcast. We left off talking about toxic exes and sharing our own personal experiences and opinions. And now we're going to deep dive into some cheating.
Cheating.
We got the serial cheater to my left over here.
I am not a serial cheater. I'm trying to understand, how did I develop that title?
Girl.
How?
We remember when I first met y'all and you was like, what'd you say?
What?
You told me and my friend, you was like, I got to stay away from y'all because I would cheat. You said some shit like that to us.
I was single then, so how could I have
I don't know. You said something to the
I was
fact.
single.
You said something to the fact that you be cheating.
Don't get me to lie, because I don't know. You might not have been single.
I was single.
You just don't know, right, bro?
I definitely, I can tell you, because what you call it, I was single at the time.
What? No, what happened? You don't want me to quiet my mouth, so what happened?
No, I was single at the time when we met. I had a situationship. but I was single. But I told you that I had to stay away from y'all young tenderonis because I would swallow y'all whole and cheat on y'all. That's what I said.
You would cheat on me?
Y'all, both of y'all.
Why would you cheat on me?
Why not? I don't know you. I didn't know you then.
Oh, you didn't know me then?
Yeah.
Then.
You would have been all in love.
That's crazy as hell.
But I was just kidding.
No, she wasn't.
Yes,
She
I
was dead.
I'm not a cheater.
The fuck.
I'm not a cheater.
We ain't gonna go into it because we ain't going into
Well,
it.
P, no.
Man, I'm not a cheater.
I can speak for her. She's not a cheater.
I'm not a cheater.
Yes, she is.
I had a moment
she isn't.
one time.
So that just makes her a serial cheater.
Right. No.
What
I
about what
cheated.
you are?
Right.
I don't
I
cheat.
definitely have cheated.
I ain't never
But I
cheated.
don't cheat on everybody I'm with. Yes. I was with somebody, we got into an argument, I left them in the bed and went and cheated and came home like nothing happened. Yes, that did happen. That did happen.
It did.
To that person many moons ago. Many moons ago. Probably like 10 years ago. But I don't cheat.
I ain't never cheated on a woman in my life. Now, men, on the other hand, I was dog walking them.
Does it count if you cheat back?
I feel like that's a good ass question.
Yeah.
Because
See?
I feel like, me personally, I ain't gonna cheat back because I'm terrified of a whole bunch of shit out there that you can't get rid of. But I am an advocate of getting your lick back. Ladies, get your lick back.
I will get my lick back, but I am not a cheater. And getting my lick back doesn't necessarily mean you cheated, so I'm gonna cheat back. Piss me off enough, I'm gonna get my lick back.
Okay.
That's valid because I think I would too. You piss me off enough,
me off
I would
enough.
definitely. And it's gonna hurt you to your core. It's gonna be some shit you ain't never gonna forget.
Damn, to the core?
Cool.
You're gonna have nightmares about what I did to you to get my lick back.
Your best bet, just don't fuck me over.
Just don't do it. Just
Don't
say
do
you're
it.
not happy. Leave me alone.
Right, leave me alone.
We'll just leave each other alone peacefully.
Peacefully. But when it comes to cheating, Brittany, have you ever cheated? Or you just got your
You
lick
ever
back?
cheat on me?
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh.
Say what?
Nothing. You ever cheated before?
She said, have you ever cheated on me?
I've never cheated on you. Cheated before.
Don't lie, nigga. Come on. I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
I don't believe it. I
Not
don't believe you
one
ain't never
time in
cheated,
your
not one-
entire life.
Emotionally.
Because
shit,
emotional
too.
cheating counts.
What's high school? I mean, I'm not going back that
we
far.
talking about
In
in
your adulthood,
adulthood.
have you emotionally
haven't.
cheated? Meaning you didn't physically cheat, but you definitely was carrying
Yeah,
on
you
with
was talking to somebody else, flirting.
talking, flirting, having inappropriate conversation. Anything you had to sneak and do behind that person's back, you ain't never did nothing.
Not in a relationship, no. Now, if we was just dating and talking and stuff, yeah,
Or friends with benefits, and yeah,
I don't know if I
that kind of stuff.
I think I do.
In a full-blown
Let's
relationship,
think about who we
no.
talk about. Brittany, when
I know,
Brittany's in a
she's a
relationship,
soft- she's a soft girl.
Yeah, she be in whole love.
Brittany a
These
lover girl.
losers.
I love you so much.
I have an ex who's out here saying that I cheated on her, but I never cheated.
How? Why she think that?
Because I had moved
You
on.
sure you never cheated?
Yeah. On her? No. On a woman? I've never cheated on a woman. But
What
I moved,
have you done with the woman? Like
honestly.
that was.
so that was fucked up.
Yeah.
I've lied.
So you
I've
just
lied-
lied
I've
about
lied.
what?
Lied.
I've lied and said that I wasn't talking to somebody else. But like,
But
this
that's emotionally cheating.
that's not me in a relationship though. We were just dating. Yeah. I lied and told him I wasn't talking to nobody else, but I was talking to a whole bunch of other people.
Emotional cock tease.
That was then. This is a new me.
You are still the emotional cock tease.
No.
Even though you're open.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. I am open and honest with everybody now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You should.
Yes, I'm sure.
Cock tease.
Cock tease.
Either way. Either way.
But yeah, she going around telling like mutual friends of ours that I cheated on her, and I'm just like, okay, like I'm not going to defend it or say I did. It don't fucking matter because I know I did, and she knows I did it.
Would y'all stay with somebody if y'all get cheated on?
Fuck no.
Like no chances.
Fuck no.
No matter what the explanation is.
Fuck no.
I gotta think about that for a second.
Cause you could have talked to me. You could have came and talked to me.
Honestly, no.
You could have came and talked to me. But I will say this: I'm one of those people that understands that it takes two.
Correct.
It takes two to cheat. Like in Insecure with Issa and Lawrence.
Correct.
Lawrence was being a bum ass nigga.
He was definitely being a bum
And so
ass
I can
for
understand.
5 years.
Yeah, I can understand why Issa cheated. Do I think she was right? No. But I am one of those people. It takes two, and I'm not coming from a sense that like for the girl who does everything, right, for her partner. I'm talking about the cheater who's just like, oh, I'm gonna just cheat just because.
Yeah.
That goes for men and women, but we talking about women. I'm gonna just cheat just because. Like that don't make sense to me. You got a girl back at home who treats you right, who love you, who love your dirty ass draws, and you want to go cheat. But for the ones that's like, oh, they're neglecting their partner's like needs or their wants, and their partners came and tried to talk to them about it time and time again. I can understand why.
I can understand that too.
I can understand why they go.
What if that was you though? What if you're the one neglecting your person's needs, not intentionally because you were just so busy, and they just had a vulnerable moment and cheated? Would you leave them?
Yes, I'm still leaving. I can understand that I dropped the ball, but I'm still leaving. Because you could have came and told me. We
But
could
what
have
if
a
they
conversation.
probably told you time and time again, and
You
the
still
problem
did not
is
meet
still
their
not
needs.
fixed?
Then dump me. Leave me. You ain't got to cheat. Leave me. What's the
I'm just saying, I'm too forgiving. I'm not gonna allow anybody to cheat on me, but depending on the circumstance, it may be something we can work through.
Nah, honestly,
Maybe.
loyalty. Honestly,
I am
loyalty
too
too big for
forgiving.
me. Honestly, loyalty too big for me.
If you came and told me, if I had to find out you cheated, then no. But if you came and told me, we talked about it, why it happened, what led up to it, depending on the circumstance, maybe.
Nah.
It's a little maybe.
Nah.
No, because I wouldn't feel that. I feel like you as a person, you do everything you can for the
So
person.
if me and you hanging out and I'm in a relationship and I accidentally cheat with you, do you think that person should forgive me?
No.
No.
Oh,
No. Fuck that.
I feel like
No.
friends are different.
Yeah.
It's my homegirl. It's
No.
okay.
No. It's not okay.
I'm- So no, don't so nothing. Okay, yes, I rationalize things so that I can say that I did the right thing.
No, because if they cross you once, they'll cross you again. No. And that's another reason why, like, I can't date.
I mean, that is true.
I can't date, like, women who are, like, fake lesbians. Or I don't date bisexual women, not because I'm afraid they'll cheat with a man, but I just prefer lesbian women. That's not to say that I have not talked to bisexual women before. And it's not to say that I'm not completely closed off.
Explain fake lesbian.
So, like, fake lesbian that's, like, it's like one of those
They
born
only gay
again.
for you.
Yeah.
Those and those born again Christian type lesbians, like,
girl,
oh, I've been delivered. No, bitch, you haven't been delivered. You're just suppressing those feelings of liking women. That's the thing. And so, like, I do not do like the fake lesbian shit. None of that. Like, the whole, oh, I'm not gay, but I'm gay for you, girl. Get out of my fucking face.
For
Like,
real.
Yeah.
this
I
ain't
don't-
one of them.
I don't like the straight women who are like that because you're straight.
Yeah,
You're freaking straight.
yeah. Because
And
I
you're
used to
only
work
gay
with a
for
girl
me.
like that. She would be gay, but then when she have a gay moment, will pray the gay away.
What?
Yeah. She'll openly admit to me she likes women, she's attracted to women, but she, also had a relationship with God. So she just felt like being gay was also a sin. So if she ever did mess with a woman or have a strong emotional connection to a woman, she would write in her journal about the experience and pray the gay away.
But this is the thing, like, I just don't comprehend the whole and it's
The whole
and,
praying it away.
Yeah, because first and foremost, I'm
Can
not
we
even,
not get on
I'm
the
not
whole
Christian.
spiritual thing?
Yeah, we're not
Because,
gonna deep dive in that. But it don't make sense to me because if people really knew the Bible, when they would say shit like man shall not lay with man, no, it originally said man shall not lay with boy. And it was altered. Like so many things have been altered in the Bible. And then another thing is black people. Why are we believing some shit that wasn't even ours originally? But again, that's another conversation for another day. But like seeing like people on Facebook and TikTok talking about, oh, I've been delivered and now I'm straight. And it's like y'all putting dangerous rhetoric out for
I see
people
it
who
every
actually
day.
know who they are,
Every
who's
day.
not second guessing, who's not doing this shit for fun to be cool. We know we like the same sex. We can't fucking help it. Who would want to actually choose to be vilified or be harassed or bullied? Like, that shit don't make no sense to me.
It don't.
So when they say, oh, it's a choice, when did you choose to be straight? And
I
they
wanna
never have an answer.
Yeah.
Ever have an answer. So when it comes to those fake lesbians, please leave me alone. And like I said, I usually don't date bisexual women because I love lesbian women. I'll say like the door is open for like maybe 1% of them, but
You
like
sure?
yeah,
You sure?
I'm positive.
You don't, have to, don't stretch your eyes.
I'm
at me.
positive. Positive. I've only talked to 4. Dated
Bisexuals.
one. Like
She knows
been in a
the
relationship
number.
with one. Yes. So positive. And you know, they'll be like, oh, you're biphobic. No, I'm not biphobic because I'm a big supporter of bisexual individuals living in their truth. I understand you like both. I get it. I respect it. I will fight for it. But also respect my boundary and the fact that I just love lesbian women.
Period.
I love lesbian women. That's
And don't
it.
be mad with me because I don't want to date you because
That's
you are
it.
bisexual.
But then I also understand my stud bros who be like, I would never mess with a bisexual woman because I don't know if she fucked a nigga, you know, 30 minutes before she fucked me and I put my mouth on it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
Hold on. I hate when studs say that, but they will date somebody who
That's
has
straight.
a kid.
But that's straight though. Not a kid. That's straight
A
because
full
people
straight woman.
Yeah, because people with kids can understand, like, can realize that they're gay. Like
Later
in life, yeah. Baby mama. Baby mama had her kid at 19. Baby mama is like, yeah, I'm gay. Like, that ain't for me. I understand that. But for someone who is like, I like both, and my stud bros is like, yeah, I can't do that. I comprehend, but what I don't comprehend is them chasing straight women.
to turn them out, be the first girl they ever
And
had.
they be chasing them too.
And all that crazy stuff and all the drama that come with it.
And they
Like,
like,
why would you want to be the first?
go ahead.
Why would you want
go
to be the
ahead.
first woman that a woman has? I mean, if
Ego.
she's not
Ego.
pressing the issue of being gay.
Ego.
Ego. And I feel like it's ego, but tied to insecurities. What are you trying to prove, my boy?
Right. And
Like-
who are you trying to prove it to?
Like, and boom,
Themselves.
who are you trying to prove it to? Like,
And the boys.
and that's where I feel like for the ones that do that and it's based on their ego or insecurities, they don't know who they are. They're not
Right.
comfortable in who they are. And I'm just like, bro, she's going to leave you for a man. She's going to dump you for a man, or she's going to cheat on you with a man. And you're going to be boohoo crying. But at the same time, I ain't got no sympathy for you because you knew she was straight, my boy.
Yeah.
You knew she was straight.
Because a lot of these women get with women, but don't want the women to act like a woman.
Yeah.
Boom.
They want, them to
They
act
want
like
the
men.
women
Boom.
to act like men.
Yeah.
And they want man treatment. They want
Yeah.
all of that. They want to be treated like they are the princess of the household and such.
Yeah. So like Brittany tapped into it, like saying dating people with kids. Yeah, I know you guys have been in a relationship with people with children, right?
Mm-hmm.
You never have?
No.
I thought you
I
had.
have.
I thought you've been.
She hasn't. No.
I was talking to
Somebody.
someone who had.
4 kids, 3 baby mamas.
Yeah.
Anyways, now that's Brittany's
yes.
story to tell.
When I was younger, I dated someone, like one of my first girlfriends, she had a toddler. Then when I was in my early 20s, I dated someone who had 3 teenagers. So I'm in my early 20s. I'm 23,
Oh, it's filling
24. It's all right. I'm like 23, 24. And I'm dating someone who had a 15, 16, 17-year-old. Yeah, played stepmama in that situation, was cooking,
big sister.
cleaning for them, giving them motherly advice. And I'm still in my early 20s. Like, I don't know nothing for real,
Right.
but I'm helping in that situation. Luckily, there was no drama with baby daddy or
Right.
anything like that, but there was drama with the kids.
Right.
Because the kids were used to their mother disciplining them and not
course.
me.
Me, yeah.
I grew up not strict, but I grew up with structure.
Yeah.
So being around them and not having it, and I'm telling like your kids are taking advantage of you. Your kids are manipulating you. Your kids are doing this. And then when they realized that I was forcing her to discipline them properly, then I became the target. Then they did things to antagonize me. When they knew I was the one cooking clean, they would purposely make the largest mess. I would go and clean up their rooms. They would purposely leave their rooms nasty for me. To the point where I said, I quit. I'm not doing this. These are your children, not mine. I'm
Not
20-something years old. I don't have no fucking kids.
What did JC say? You know, I don't really have no kids.
Right. Like,
I live a
I don't
totally
have
different
no
life.
kids.
Totally different.
And then after that, I never really dealt with dating a person with kids until my most recent situation where I dated someone with a child who had a child with another woman. And in that situation it had this trouble because, you know, not because there was a child, but because there was other history that was involved. So that made the entire situation just toxic to a degree, not really towards me, but because I had to see what my partner was going through with them trying to co-parent with this person. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Y'all be thinking the straight people have it all, have all the drama, baby mama, baby daddy situation. No, us gay women have the same drama, if not sometimes worse, dating people with kids. Yeah. So.
Well, I can say I didn't start talking to someone with a child until this year for the first time.
I didn't either.
Like, I don't do, like, I typically don't do women with kids. Like, my thing is, like, I know I'm selfish. I don't want to split my time up between a woman and her child. Even though I know the kid comes first, I want my own family. I don't want to take care of nobody else's kids.
Correct.
Like, those are my boundaries. But, you know, since I've been in therapy, it's like, you know, open yourself up to new stuff. And so a certain individual, you know, she's been shooting her shot for a while, and I'm just like, no, like, you have a kid, like, that's not for me. I'm not ready for that step. And I know what comes with that, being that I'm a kid from a single mom. So I've witnessed my mom dating, and you know, she was like, I understand, but she kept trying. And so this year I gave her a shot, and you know, she's cool. Like, I like her, and you know, we've rekindled some things as far as like trying to get to know each other and things like that. But you know, I still don't know. Like, it's still uncharted territory. I don't know how it would feel about, you know, going there.
Yeah.
Just because of like, I just heard some horror stories and
It's
shit
a
like
lot.
that. Yeah.
And especially like if you like me, for me, my biggest hurdle is I wanted to be the number one woman. You know what I mean? But instead I had to share that spotlight with the person who had a child for you. So it's like when I wanted my needs to come first, they couldn't, because you also had to think of that other person who was involved.
Yeah.
Anything we did also affected that other household. And that's something, it was difficult.
Yeah.
Very difficult, because I'm a selfish person when it comes to certain things.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a selfish person in general, but certain things I don't want to share.
Right.
So, yeah.
How was it for you, Brittany? You know, you dated somebody who had 4 kids. Like, you ain't really tell us about that experience on that side. Just
Because I honestly,
I don't think it really affected you like that too much.
it didn't affect me because I knew it was not a long-term thing. I knew that shit was not. I knew that was not gonna work. One of her baby moms was a little too attached still.
yeah,
I can't deal with that kind of shit,
yeah.
like, at all. Because why are you still attached? Y'all must still have something going on, like, currently.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, nah. I can't do
Can't do it again. Can't do it again.
Someone who has kids, I can't do that shit.
Yeah.
Like she said, I don't want to become number 2 to another woman.
Right.
Like, I would rather have my own family, like you were saying. You know, we both have a kid together. I would rather have that than to come into somewhere you already have a kid that's like 12, 13, 14 years old. They're already set in their ways. I ain't gonna be able to
Hell
tell them.
yeah.
I
You
ain't gonna be
can't
able to
tell them
nothing.
shit.
Yeah.
Can't tell them shit. Yeah.
So-
Absolutely.
Yeah, no.
That was the issue.
Yeah.
That girl said bros before hoes to her mama with me.
What?
Because she had one child who was, I guess you could say, a stud. And that child did not like that I had an influence. And would tell her mama, Mom, bros before hoes.
That's crazy.
Yep.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what she told her mama.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a quick little break. We'll be back to kick off talking about emotionally unstable daters. Hey. Yeah. Welcome back to Lez Lips Podcast. We ended all talking about dating women with children, whether it's a BM or BD, in our experiences and things like that. Now we're going to kick off talking about emotionally unstable daters. Oh my Lord. When I tell you, I feel like I'm running into a lot of people who are emotionally unstable. I mean, it's blowing my mind, and it's turning me off from dating in its entirety. Just coming across people who just want to connect themselves or tie themselves to somebody who is stable, and they know that emotionally they're not prepared. Like, I literally had a friend tell me that somebody said that they're selfish because they don't want to deal with them because they're emotionally unstable. That was weird to me, because it let me know that person was so damn selfish and disregarded disturbing my friend's peace.
Correct.
And I'm just like, girl, what are you talking about? Like, you need help. You don't need to be dating. You need help.
You'll be surprised how many people don't believe that they need help. They think they're fine. They don't think they're the problem. They think everybody else is the problem. Despite having issues in their relationships, their friendships, their family ships, their work ships, they still feel like everybody else is the problem. I've dated multiple people who it seemed like they could just never catch a break.
Right.
Couldn't keep a friend, couldn't keep a family member they weren't falling out with, and couldn't keep a job.
Wow.
But in the end, they felt like everybody was screwing them over. It was never them that was the problem. But it always was. And it's like, until you actually take a minute to look at yourself in the mirror and realize your flaws and realize that you lack a certain level of emotional stability or maturity, you're going to always be the problem.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't believe in therapy, especially in our community.
Yeah.
They don't feel like therapy is important. They just feel like everybody else just need to get their shit together other than them. So, yeah.
It's like a lack of accountability,
A complete,
to be honest.
it's delusional.
Lack
Lack of accountability, delusion. That's my favorite word.
Delusion.
Yeah, very much delulu in 2024. There's a lot of that going on. And the audacity is at an all-time high.
Like, and I'm gonna go back. African Princess. Like, you remember that day I was in the car and you had FaceTime me? And he was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Nah, I'm mad as hell." And I was mad as hell because it's just like, in that situation, because I'm a fighter. Like, if I say I'm all in on you, I'm all in because I see long term. No, nigga, no. I see long term. No, when I'm in the situation.
But you were in that situation, correct?
But that's what I'm saying. In the situation, I was fighting. After the fact, when I let that shit go, and she spun the block. Not me.
Okay.
And even then, I still set a boundary. Like, we can't really take this serious unless you get into some therapy, because you've already noticed that you need therapy because there's some things that has happened in your childhood that you need to address. And so when she said she doesn't have the capacity, you have the capacity. You're just not ready, which is okay. But I cannot move forward with you. And so I want somebody who's going to fight for us in the same way. Maybe not in the same way, but who's going to fight for us in the way that I'm going to fight for us, because I don't like my time wasted.
Correct.
And she wasn't willing to. And I remember her stating that it's so easy for her to detach because her relationship with her mom, and her mom was in the military, just like my dad. She was like, my mom had to up and go. So it's like, it was easy for me to detach from my mom. So it's just easy for me to detach from people. And I understood what she was saying. At that point, she was like scared that people will walk out. But at the same time, it's like, you got to recognize when somebody is actually here to want to be with you. And I was just like, yeah, I can't do it. And I think did I tell you about when I texted her and told her what I said?
I don't think so.
Ooh, let me read y'all what I said.
Oh Lord.
Let me
Verbatim,
read y'all.
huh?
Verbatim.
Because you don't want to lie. So make sure
I ain't gonna lie. So I said, good morning. I said I wasn't gonna reach out, but I don't want this sitting on my mind much longer. It's been a week since we last spoke. I understand you may not have liked what I expressed to you, but it was a boundary that I needed to communicate with you, regardless if I was being proactive or reactive, because she said she didn't understand why I was talking about her going to therapy and us dating in the future. if that's not what we were focused on in the moment. And I told her I was being proactive instead of reactive. So I said, you needed to know where I stand, where I stood. Ultimately, I can't do this anymore. There are things you got to work through. The goals that I have with wanting to get married and start a family doesn't align with you and I. I realized you wanted to be a part of my life instead of having a partnership. And that's okay. But for me, my time can't be wasted, and I won't let someone pick and choose when they want to be on the same page as me. I don't like running away from the tough conversations, and I want someone who's going to choose to have the tough conversations with me. You're running away from some things, and I feel like the going out, the drinking, and myself were used to distract you from whatever it is you're dealing with. I'm not someone's distraction. I'm someone's wife. If you genuinely want love, you have to be willing to open yourself up to it. Become selfless. Listen to understand. Meet people where they are. Whatever you're dealing with is holding you back. I have no hate or dislike towards you. You're a good person. I wish nothing but the best in every part of your life.
Okay, long-winded.
All right, poet.
I'm just saying, I think, like, when I tell you, like, my therapist really helped me, because I had talked to her about that. I was like, hey, she came back and she was like saying she wanted to work on things, blase, and my therapist was like, but what are your goals ultimately? And it's like she reminded me that my goals are marriage and a family, and this doesn't align with that.
Correct.
And so as much as I hated having to break that tie, ultimately I had to accept the fact that she's not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's because she's emotionally not where she needs to be in order to give and receive love in the way that somebody needs it. You know what I mean? Like, a love language of mine is physical touch. Baby. Touch me, please. If we just watching TV, even if it's a pinky, touch me. You know what I'm saying? And emotional stability it just speaks of emotional intelligence. You're able to think before you react. You're able to listen to understand. You're able to meet people where they are, to give them what they need or what they want. And it's like I'm coming across a lot of women who just not emotionally stable. And, you know, a lot of them talk about bullshit, like materialistic shit and things like that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about that, because when I die, all this clothes, all this jewelry ain't gonna mean shit.
Yeah, a lot of females feel like what they need to do in order to get somebody is either use their body, their looks,
or money,
and a few dollars. They don't think about, what do you bring to the table that's going to bring peace to my life? What are you bringing to the table that's going to make me feel safe? What are you bringing me to the table that's going to provide growth? You know what I mean? I don't need somebody who's going to look good, because I look good.
Oh, my mama.
I don't need nobody coming to the table because they want to throw money at me. I can figure out how to make my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? I need someone who's going to come to the table and ground me. You know what I mean? Make me want to be a better version of me. Make me want to make you a better version of you. And we build on that. I need an emotional, sound foundation. Not one that's just based off of our sexual chemistry only.
I think that's a big lesson that all of us got to learn as individuals, though, because it's so easy just to lay down with somebody, but what comes with that afterwards, after all that, like, horniness fades away, when you have to deal with shit, that's where that emotional intelligence and stability comes into play that most of us don't have. And I remember my therapist is like, you know, a lot of people are living from the flesh instead of the fruits of their spirit. And although I'm not a Christian, that shit made sense to me, and how she broke that shit down based on, you know, the Christian origin. And, you know, I can't fault somebody from living in their flesh because they don't know.
Correct.
Because they don't have nobody guiding them. Whereas there's some people who's been doing the work to enjoy the fruits of their spirit. And I'm just like, damn. When she broke that shit down, I'm like, damn, that makes a lot of sense. And it allowed me to take a step back to not really take things so personal from people who don't do right by me. It's like, it's not me. It's literally you that's the problem. You feel what I'm saying? So that shit was crazy to me. And once my eyes opened to that, and people like, P, you picky. I think now
Absolutely.
I have every right to be picky. Every right to be picky.
Like, I was raised in the church too, but I'm not a big religious person. Right. But what I was taught, being equally yoked made a difference to me.
Yeah.
I mean, for a long time, I dated people who I felt like I needed to help because I'm always been the emotionally mature one in my relationships. I've pretty much lived a emotionally stable life. I'm not saying that I've never had moments or flaws or times I've overreacted or made an immature move, but for the most part, I try my best to be mature in everything I do.
Right.
But and I've dated people who I feel like I've had to cheat maturity too.
Right.
And yeah, I don't want to do that no. Like
Right.
I kind of want to meet a person who's already equally yoked as me, who's still learning, figuring things out. However, is not bringing all their toxic past and things with them that's holding me back and us. So no, I'm not doing that.
And I think for you, Britt, that's what you need because you are so loving. You're so loving. You just,
Heart
you're
is
a lover
hu-
girl.
your heart
You're a
is
lover girl.
humongous.
Yes. And I think you need somebody who's just like, I'm not trying to play no games. Like, I just want a peaceful life. I just want to love you. I want us to be happy. And let's do this thing. You know what I'm saying?
I need somebody just like that.
But we have to get out of the stigma of wanting that person to be a certain type of way because we can meet that person but write them off because they're lame.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or I'm not saying you have.
I'm
I'm not saying you have.
I like lames.
I'm not saying you have. I'm just saying, you know how we are. We know what we like.
Yeah.
We know the kind of person, the physical attributes that we like. And we may meet a person who comes off as very lame to what we're used to, but actually checks off all the boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I think that was something I had to break too.
yeah.
Because it's like,
The physical.
it's I
have
it's
a
like
type.
the aesthetics compared to the reality. And for me, it's like, fuck the aesthetics.
But
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
like, sometimes it's not fuck the aesthetics because what the hell do I look like waking up to somebody
That's
that
not
I'm
attractive. And I get what you're saying because for me, it's like, I need you to look good and I need the
You
personality.
look so ugly in the morning. Like, why the fuck would I want to wake up to that?
Because I'm not, like, my mom was like, you shallow. I said, Mama, I don't care what you talking about. I said, this pussy got to get wet one way or another.
Period.
Because
Okay.
I'm not doing it. If I'm not attracted to you, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Period. Period.
True,
But
true.
then, like, have y'all ever experienced also when it comes to, like, emotionally unstable people, like dating a narcissist who's emotionally unstable?
Hell yeah.
Woo! Let's talk about it.
Hell yes.
Let's talk about
These
it.
motherfuckers, they are God's gift to earth. They
You can't
see
tell them- you
no
can't tell them
flaws in
They have no
anything
flaws.
they do. They are the most selfish people there is. They feel like the world should be revolving around them and
Yeah.
their needs.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like,
Don't
no.
care to look around
Yeah.
at the other person's needs, especially the person that's with them. You don't care to look at that.
Right.
You don't care about that at all.
Like, damn.
Like, I can say, like, the
I'm
last...
thirsty too.
Right. Bitch, can I get a drink?
Like the
Damn.
last person I dated, I think because she looked so good, like she's a very attractive person. She felt like the way she looked was all she needed to bring to the table, and that was it. And then the person was supposed to
shit,
take
bitch,
care of her. Yeah, but like on the narcissist side of it, like whenever I would bring something to her attention, she would say, "Well, I don't like how you're saying it to me, so I would try another way." And then I caught on. It's not how I said it. It's the fact that I was bringing it to her
That you
attention,
were
and she
saying.
didn't
You
want
don't
to
wanna hear the truth.
She didn't want to
You
hear
don't
the
wanna
truth. She didn't want to take the accountability. She didn't want to be criticized. There was nothing that anybody could say to her. The manipulation was crazy, outrageous.
Gaslighting
Like a
to the
motherfucker.
T. One thing about narcissists, they know exactly what to say to deflect from taking responsibility of a situation. You can point out and say, you did A, B, C, D, and F. And their response was, well, you did G.
Boom!
You did G.
Oh my God, bro!
You did G.
Listen, it was just
So I thought
like
it was
that.
good for me to do A, B, and C.
It was just like that. And I'm just like, P, wake the fuck up, my
Yeah,
boy. Like,
they never take
wake up.
accountability.
Yes.
It's always, well, I mean, I only did that because you did this.
Yes.
You've done this too. You've done this in the past. Can never take account. Can never stand the pain alone. It's always what you did that caused them
to do something.
Yep,
Yeah.
all the time.
and I'll say this, like, I remember she got 38 hot at me because I fell asleep the night before my birthday. Because she wanted me to be up so she could tell me happy birthday on the wake up. Bitch, I'm tired. I want to sleep. You can tell me happy birthday when I wake back up.
Or you can send me
on
a text.
my
I can see
birthday.
it when I wake up.
We literally argued the morning of my birthday because we were supposed to go to Atlanta. And she was like, no, you fell asleep. She was like, fuck it, ain't going to Atlanta. Dog, I got so angry. Like, I had lost it. I'm like, why are we sitting here arguing about this bullshit right now? And you know what? Like, I really should have recognized, like, I should have recognized shit so much sooner of like, this shit ain't gonna work. But the moment that she had a breakdown, I was like, yeah, it's a wrap. This ain't for me. This ain't for me. It's not even me. It's literally her.
Yeah.
It is her. She needs help.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that I can do.
It take a long time before you see the signs of narcissists, especially when you love them.
Yeah.
You don't notice at first.
You don't notice, and I didn't notice. Yeah.
You just think, okay, they're needy when it comes to certain things, and not realize, no, you're manipulating this entire relationship in order for it to favor you and only you.
And then when she told me that, when I found out she's telling people that I cheated on her, I remember her telling me that every person she's been with cheated on her. Now, I know I didn't, but if those people did, I can see why they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see why they did. Because now experiencing you, I can see why a motherfucker would cheat on you. Mm-hmm. Am I saying this right? Maybe. In your case, maybe. But I can understand why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So do y'all feel like Orlando was a narcissist?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Because I thought about
the whole
when you
comment
said,
of, I don't normally roll my window down.
girl.
So you want me to die of secondhand smoking cancer because you don't want to roll your window down a few inches?
Because narcissists are smoking extremely selfish beings.
A whole full Black and Mild wood tip in front of me. You don't want to roll the
windows
windows
rolled
up.
Windows rolled up.
Yeah, that's that right there. Let me know.
And then even when you showed us like y'all conversation about how
in
your
the
visit
dialogue,
went,
yeah,
it was
the
very,
birthday. That's what blew me.
Yeah, but let's keep it
no,
above. You fucked up.
You did.
You
drop
fucked
the ball
up because you didn't
and
tell her
forgot
happy
to
birthday.
Tell her happy birthday to
Honestly,
her.
Brittany,
I didn't forget to tell her happy birthday.
No, you didn't
That's
forget.
One
You
thing
just-
I didn't.
you did.
I did not do it.
you just didn't.
I didn't forget to tell her. I did tell her happy birthday.
You told her the
I
night
told
before
her
though.
the night before, and it was moments before 12 because I was tired.
Brittany, you didn't have to
And
tell
when
her
you
at
woke
midnight
up,
though.
You should have said it again.
Yeah, you didn't have to tell her at midnight. You could have woke up the next day and said, "Hey, happy birthday, baby," but you didn't do that.
Should have did both.
Yeah, you really should have done both.
She didn't deserve any of that.
I mean, that is very true. Because that's full baby mama.
and then she got mad with me
full
because
children.
I didn't get her a gift. Like, what? You're not.
Girl, I
my
just
bitch?
met you 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's crazy work. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm sorry, you're still on probation. You
Like
don't
I
a
get
gift.
some flowers sent to you, but
I ain't even doing that.
ooh.
Get you a pack of toilet paper sent to you or something. Because, bitch, you
All right, well, we are going to wrap it up. If you want to hear us talk about certain topics, please drop them in the comments. We'll include them as options. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and we will see y'all next week.